Hello, I'm Cynthia Izaguirre in Dallas, and here are your stories from North Texas. Celina police now say they've identified 38 victims in their investigation into a former coach and teacher. Caleb Elliott is accused of secretly recording students in a middle school locker room and faces state and federal charges. Kevin Reese has the latest in the investigation.
The Celina Police Department recognizes the impact this case has had on victims, their families, and the entire Celina community.
The Celina police chief says the initial investigation is complete, that there are as many as 38 alleged victims, middle school boys, and that the allegations 26-year-old William Caleb Elliott took locker room pictures and video of naked boys stem from incidents only at Moore Middle School.
It's not surprising, but it's disappointing that it seems like a rush to the finish line, a race to getting one man booked and calling it a day.
Attorney Paul Hurst represents 12 of the alleged victims, has filed suit against Elliott and Celina ISD, alleging they knew Elliott also had an improper relationship with a senior at Celina High School in the 2022-23 school year, and moved him to the middle school, where they allege he'd been caught placing cameras in the boys' locker room last school year, but still allowed him to teach.
For them to overlook sort of every layer of complicitness of everyone else in the school district and just calling it quits after getting one guy it's an unimpressive level of depth of investigation.
Our investigators and our agency partners attempted to interview the alleged romantic partner and were denied that interview by his attorney. I can assure you, every witness account and allegation faced the highest level of law enforcement investigative scrutiny.
Celina ISD has said they have no comment on pending civil lawsuits. William Caleb Elliott, meanwhile, is in the Collin County Jail facing both state and federal charges. Celina police say more charges could follow if more alleged victims also come forward. In Celina, I'm Kevin Reese.
The city of Coppell is sounding the alarm. Feral hogs have been spotted, but officials say there's no threat to public safety. The hogs are popping up near private property in areas they return to each year, and the city does not have a plan to intervene, calling it a natural part of the environment. Neighboring Irving wasn't as lucky earlier this year. They dealt with major damage and even hired a wildlife contractor after hogs tore up landscaping. We are just over 200 days away from the 2026 FIFA World Cup, and Dallas just took a big step forward welcoming the world. Cole Sullivan takes us inside the newly opened World Cup Volunteer Center in Fair Park.
And 3, 2, 1, cut.
The ribbon's cut.
All right, there we go.
Now the work begins at the Food and Fiber building at Fair Park.
Hundreds of volunteers every day will be coming through this volunteer center, first for tryouts and then to pick up some of their swag.
I will be here at the starting lineup and helping out as much as I can.
Ed Olvera is among them, back for a second round with FIFA after volunteering for the Club Cup this summer.
So I was part of the ceremonies, and I was able to bring the flag into the stadium for every game in Nashville.
Now he'll be helping pick who gets that role in Dallas, interviewing prospective volunteers as part of one-on-one tryouts that start now.
Weekdays, they're hoping to do 300 or so volunteers through here. Saturdays, more than 600. So this will be busy.
Volunteers are truly the backbone, the heartbeat of any sporting event that we host.
More than 1 million people signed up to volunteer at the World Cup. The #1 nationality represented American, but it may surprise you, #2 is Moroccan. And some of those international volunteers will also interview here.
And then they'll play a critical role in welcoming the world to North Texas.
It's going to be like 9 Super Bowls that'll be played here in Dallas.
One important note, this volunteer center is not open to the public, only to the 15,000 or so folks who have been invited to try out. About 6,000 of those people will be selected as volunteers for the games, and then this will transform into a prep and training center for them. Back to you.
Take a look. Dallas police just busted a $1 million cargo theft ring and recovered a warehouse full of stolen tires. Officers say they tracked a stolen semi to a repair shop on University Hills Boulevard, where they discovered the stolen goods, nearly 800 tires, along with hundreds of stolen rims, appliances, and multiple cases of motor oil. 5 people were arrested on felony charges, and investigators claim they've pulled off at least 10 cargo thefts in North Texas in the past 3 years. Well, Well, we are past the first round of the high school football playoffs, and the Allen Eagles are moving on to the next round. As the team looks to win another state championship, they're joined by some unexpected teammates. Here's Jobin Paniker.
How we prepare shapes who we are. And especially here in Allen, in football, where preparation is everything.
It's always this intense in the weight room, always like this.
And yet nothing like you'd imagine.
Easily could be their dad.
Or who you'd imagine.
These kids are just like us, just 20-something years ago.
Chance Graves and Michael Cambiano are Team Allen, just on a different team from a few miles down the road.
We want them to see beyond the badge.
No question.
Two Allen police officers are embedded with Allen High School's heralded football team.
You're gonna pull it high.
Just one of the guys.
A program a police chief and a football coach call Blue Eagle.
All about it. How fast can I apply?
They're here to support Allen, we're here to support them.
There you go.
Officers Chance and Michael do everything the players do.
We push them just how they push us.
Oh, one more.
They travel, train, pre-game, post-game.
They're like, hey, you're with that group right there. I'm like, excuse me?
They just keep pushing the bar. It's motivating for us to even be in here. Like, they make me want to be better.
These young men aren't just preparing for a game.
I think it's like long-term recruiting.
They're preparing for life.
I got it. 10-5. There you go, Tim.
We may be
Good lift, good lift, good lift.
in here lifting weights with future cops.
We hope a relationship develops. Conversations can be had between our officers and our athletes that might not happen between us.
And few things build relationships like being in the grind together and being on the same side of the field.
Some of these young men didn't grow up seeing police officers as heroes.
Usually people, when they call the police, it's not their best day.
The Blue Eagle program is designed to help kids realize new things while humanize the badge.
I want these kids to know that I'm a dad, that I have a 13-year-old and a 9-year-old that I'm raising.
Like every year, Allen football has its sights set on a state championship. But there are greater victories happening here.
Let's go, baby. It's a win-win.
Push it! You got one more!
And it starts with preparation.
Here, push it!
In Allen.
Yep! That camera power. 1, 2, 3! Hey, check!
I'm Jobin Paniker.
And those are your headlines from North Texas.